We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Volt Army, welcome back, guys. We are going to be going over what happened just yesterday alone with Volt. We're going to be touching base on the overall markets, my thoughts, and what I've been doing to keep a sane mind and not make any bad moves, especially in these tough, volatile times. Let's get right into it. Now, before we begin, guys, please do me a favor and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. So, guys, Volt Army, where do we begin? This is my prized possession right here. And for the record, I've been gone for about 2 weeks now. Took a break off of making any content just because there just wasn't anything new enough. Gave me that spark of energy that I like to have when I come onto the mic and record with you guys, aside from yesterday. So what happened yesterday, guys? We don't know. Volt seemed to just catapult, right? Now, we've been trading sideways and we even had some hefty dips that occurred throughout the month of June. It has not been a good month at all for the overall markets. But yesterday, the type of run that Volt had, and this came shortly after the announcement that the Fed was putting a pause on rate hikes. Now, of course, he left the door open, showing that doesn't mean it's the end of rate hikes, possibly some more to be expected down the road. And before we start seeing cuts, it's going to take some time before that. Is that really a surprise? That's my opinion. I wasn't surprised to hear any of that. Aside from the rate hike, the first rate hike pause in I think over a year, what happened is that the whole market just kind of tumbled down. Beats me, right? But while the markets were tumbling down, Volt, once again, no stranger to doing this in the past, started to reverse and move in the opposite direction. And it didn't just do like a small little growth. I think it did like a 30 to 40% increase. It moved up about $10 to $11 million in market cap just in yesterday alone. Now, as you can see, perhaps people bought in down here and are trying to use this as a trading opportunity. And you know my stance on that, guys. To each their own, right? For me, this is a long-term investment. You guys know when you click on the channel, you see what it says in the bio. We are here to get to financial freedom. And I can't get to financial freedom unless I'm a long-term holder in a good sustainable project. The only exception is if I came from a wealthy family and got a nice little trust fund check to kind of boost my way up into the investment rankings. But that's not the case. I came from an ordinary background. Just a year ago, I was working a regular old 9 to 5, making barely 30K as my salary. That was up until March of last year, So yes, we've upgraded from there, but we're not financially free just yet. I'm in this journey just like you guys are. Here's something that I really like to point out about Volt and what I saw going on yesterday. So as we saw this big increase that shot up yesterday, and as you can see now, it looks like possibly could we be gaining a little bit of support around here. I don't know, a little too early for me to judge. The pros out there, the chart watchers, let me know. But notice how it didn't take too much heavy buys to start seeing the chart move up as it did. And that's really, really good to me. I mean, just looking at the ratio over here, 272 buys to only 97 sells. That's a huge increase. And the overall volume that we were seeing, even right now, $17.2 million in trading volume for Volt. Yesterday, we were climbing right back towards that $20 million trading volume range. What that confirmed to us yesterday is that people are watching, Sure, we don't see Volt all over the headlines and all over the trending and on everyone's channel like we once did a couple months back, but it does not discredit all that Volt has done thus far and all that it has yet to prove to us. And the people that have been driving this price up, specifically the ones that have been adding to this $17 million in trading volume once again, clearly understand that concept. They clearly understand that the meme coin frenzy that we've seen is a phase. They clearly understand that despite the downturn that we've seen in the overall markets, this may very well be the bull market. Not the bull run, but the bull market. In fact, I even saw an article on CNN from earlier this week, boldface claiming that we are in a bull market now. And that the low that everyone keeps saying, oh, going lower, apparently the low, and this is not just in these markets, this is also in reference to the stocks and whatnot, right? It's saying that the third quarter of last year may have been our low. because from that point on, it's been overall like a 20% increase. So what does that mean for these markets? Well, this is what I think. Despite the SEC attacks and all the frustrating things that we just had to go through in this last 1 to 2 week span, look at where these prices are. Look at BTC still holding at 25,000. Even with the news that broke out yesterday, which I still think was overall good news. I mean, and people overreacted by selling off of the, oh, well, there's a possibility that there's going to be more rate hype. Well, is that a surprise? We already had like a year's worth of them. Well, you know, we should be immune to this by now. That's just my opinion. Despite all that are happening, despite CZ being attacked, despite Coinbase, the whole 9 yards, right? The top dogs in this space getting attacked by the SEC. The stables still have not gotten nearly to those lows that a lot of those, in my opinion, the bears like to be championing for. I've seen crazy tweets talking about 12K BTC, all this. Oh man, y'all on some other stuff. We're not even gonna get into that. We're not gonna give them that time of day. I just look at what's right in front of me. All the things that have took place, BTC still sitting at an average of 25K. All ETH drops. All right, ETH dropped to 1,600. But where were you when ETH dropped down to 800? I know you guys remember that. If you were around, you guys remember that. We've been through that. Vault been through it all. Vault been through the FTX collapse. Vault's been through every attack you can possibly throw at it at this point. And the fact that this is still moving, this is still active, there's still over 2 million in liquidity, there's still almost $20 million in daily volume. You got Qcoin that listed Vault recently, and they've been buying Vault. Hello, they've been buying Vault, while other centralized exchanges have been resorting to delisting specific assets and meme coins because of all the new attacks that have been going on. These guys have been buying more Vault. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you, once again, it matters about quality over quantity. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. For the record, I haven't touched a single penny of my Vault, and I'm a holder. Now, you see all right over here, I'm a holder in Refund Coin, but I didn't bail out of my long-term investment to chase after something that's more short to midterm for me. And whether it goes to zero or bust, it is what it is, but at least I know I got Vault, and I know that Vault already proved to be substantial. Over a year and a half standing tall, it's only seen a bear market, nothing past it. And yes, I am still bent on seeing this project break into the multi-billions, even from this point on. You know, we're at a 24 million market cap. 1,000 extra here is only 24 billion market cap. You know, that's only half of Shiba's all-time high, and that's still 1,000 extra return from whatever position you have right now in Vault. Now, as for me, transparency, I wish I had more capital to be buying the dip. So what I've been trying to do, I've been trying to, you know, go into another meme coin for the sake of seeing if I could run up some funds on there and hopefully catch Vault at the dip that it's at right now, so I could increase my bag. And if faith is on my side, I could possibly even double or even triple my bag in Vault before we see the takeoff. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm already content with what I have anyway in Vault, but it'd always be nice to take advantage of these dips if possible without stretching yourself too short. Okay, so that's where we stand right now on Vault, guys. Still very bullish on it. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I will be on a cruise this coming week, you know, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Sometimes the easiest way to survive these tough, volatile times is by just stepping away altogether from the charts, from the Twitter, from the telegrams, from the whole 9 yards. If you trust in what you're invested in, it's fine to walk away for a couple days, weeks. It's summer, right? It's summer. Looking at charts all day, it can get very depressing for people like me. I don't know about you, but I am confident in what I'm invested in, and I'm confident in the long-term benefits of this investment. So if you are as well, it's okay to close the charts from time to time and let magic do its thing. Because one thing that you can't take away from Vault is a great utility, extremely strong community, and a dev team, and especially a developer that will not let us foot off the gas no matter what conditions come our way. And that counts for a whole lot more than I can count on my own two hands. With that being said, folks, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Jazz Royce, and like I always say, I'm going to catch each and every one of you guys at the top.